Right. Hello, everyone. I am Steph Sarf, and thank you so much for your interest in getting to know our SDR team. I am here with some lovely humans, so thank you all for taking the time to connect with me. I'm excited to have the conversation with the team just to get to know you all a little bit more and what you do. You're located all around the world, so I'd love to start with some introductions. We'll hear your name, where you're located, and then why you chose to join GitLab. And so I will kick us off. But I'm Steph. I am in Portland, Oregon in the States, and I joined GitLab just because of all the amazing things I'd heard about the company, its people, the all remote philosophy. And as I went through the interview process, I was like, these are the kind of people I really want to work with. And so I've been here for 1.5 years now, and it's been everything I thought and more. And so I will send it over to Bishoy.
Thank you, Steph. So I'm Bishoy. I'm from Cairo, Egypt. I'm the first one, or one of the first ones joining GitLab from the MEA region. I decided to go into GitLab because of our values, basically. From my personal point of view, the GitLab values is something that everybody is abiding by, and I could really see this on reviews online. I spoke with a couple of people inside of the company before I get hired. So it got me really excited, and I have been here for about a month, and I have been loving it. The GitLab values is something amazing, and I think everyone should be doing it.
Love it.
Hi, I'm Katie, and I'm based in New Jersey. I chose to join GitLab because I believe GitLab is a key piece of technology to help organizations grow and be successful, and because of the strong leadership here at GitLab.
Hi, I'm Danielle. I'm based in Los Angeles, California. Why I joined GitLab, I actually heard about it from a friend of mine who told me about this magical place, all remote, ditch the commute. It sounded awesome when I looked into it. I was not let down. Basically, I've lived in 3 different cities in the past year, and it's been continuity throughout. There's been no hiccups, and to be able to work at the same organization and able to do that, the flexibility, work-life balance was it for me. And I'll toss it over to Alex.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Alex. I'm located in Vienna, Austria, and I've been also sort of recruited by a friend who started working at GitLab, and he told me about the amazing culture and the remote work and everything. And I've been working as an IT consultant for over 10 years all around the globe traveling, and it was great to like have a home base again. And I looked up the company and I was amazed about the product, about the people, about all the values, and I was really, really, really intrigued. And after like doing my research, I applied, and I'm here. I'm now here 1.5 years and never looked back. Super happy.
Hi everyone, I'm Aletha. Right now I'm in Jakarta, but I also have 2 other cities that I call my base, which is Taipei and Kuala Lumpur. So yeah, I joined GitLab because it's such a unique company, and it has an amazing culture. I love how I can keep my work flexible in terms of place and time. And then my team and everyone in GitLab are so nice and supportive of my professional and personal development. And I think it's a safe place to be the best version of myself and grow to become an even better one.
I love that. Oh my gosh, those are great intros. Thank you, everyone. We will get into our first question, which is just, what do you think makes this SDR team at GitLab different from other teams you've been on? So I'm going to start with Alex.
Well, I think collaboration and sharing knowledge at GitLab is really exceptional. It's working remotely for the first time. Has its challenges and everything, but it's the way GitLab masters this is amazing. I think it's more efficient than many companies I've worked in where I did face-to-face meetings, and we are having lots of challenges, but we always succeed. And because of this openness and the efficiency in all our meetings and meeting people all over the globe via our Zoom calls, everything is working great, and I'm very happy the way GitLab takes those challenges.
Cool, I'll jump in here, and I wanted to second what you said, Alex, about knowledge transfer, knowledge sharing. That's it's key. It's a key part of my happiness here. I mean, I'm thoroughly impressed by the generosity of the many mentors I have here to share their wisdom, and the knowledge sources are endless, whether that be from simply your direct manager, your colleagues on other teams from around the world, as Aletha's in Jakarta right now, just to bounce ideas off of each other. I mean, it seems like every day I see improvements just from what I've learned from other people within the organization. So that that knowledge transfer is something that I've had here more than the in-office settings that I've worked at.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, it's me
yeah,
next. So yeah, so I think what makes SDR team in GitLab is different from other teams that I've been on is the fact that the team is so diverse culturally and geographically and personality-wise, experience-wise, and we are able to collaborate so well every single day remotely. So that's kind of like, for me, that's one of the most amazing things about GitLab.
Love it.
Over to you,
no.
Bishoy.
I was like, I think you might be muted.
Yeah, I'm muted. I'm sorry.
There we go.
Yeah, that always happens.
It's all
It must
good.
happen. Yeah. So I agree with what everybody said. And also I want to add that transparency is a huge difference between GitLab and every other workplace that I have been in. I have been in business development for other multinational companies and other startups, and transparency has always been a huge setback. Everything was private. There was like news was delivered to us. Maybe a few months down the line, we did not know what's happening with the company. It's not the case with GitLab, and it's something. It's a change that I'm really grateful for a company to be transparent with the community and with its employees as well.
Love it. And I think to jump into our next question, I think one of the most common questions I get from a recruiting perspective is just how the SDR team is set up for success, whether that's in onboarding or when you're fully ramped. And so I just love to get your all's take on that. So I'll start with you, Katie.
Yeah, I could go on a list of so many things, but I wanted to highlight the fact that there's a dedicated and knowledgeable solution architect to the SDR organization to help with training, and also on an ongoing basis to help with calls or answer questions or continue training. So I think that's unique and really special and helps me be successful at GitLab.
From my point of view, I think the most crucial thing was that everything was very well structured here, and you felt at home from the start. You had an onboarding buddy from the start who's with GitLab for a longer time or comes from a different, from a similar background like you. So you already know what challenges you're going to face. You have a very close relationship to your managers, the whole team. Everybody's super helpful, and everything is really well structured, like I said, and it makes it really easy because everything is transparent, everything is open. You can talk about everything. That makes it really exceptional.
Yeah. Okay. So from my perspective, you can get support in every aspect that you can think of. So all you have to do is ask for the help you need. So I only had little experience in sales development when I joined, but whenever I had questions or needed any help, my team, my manager, the enablement team, support team, product team, even the professional services team, they were there to support me and answer my questions. So they also shared my knowledge and techniques with me. So the onboarding process was pretty smooth, even when it's done remotely, and I got to fully function as an SDR pretty quickly. Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, and onboarding in an all remote environment can be a little bit different, but I think our team does a really good job of setting people up for success, giving them all the tools that they need, and learning also at your own pace too, right? So love it. And I know challenges have come up a little bit just through our conversation so far. And so I'd love to know, because I think that that's another thing that it's a realistic thing of any role and any company, right? There are challenges. And so I'd love to hear from you all of just what have you noticed some of the challenges are for the SDR team. So I'll start with you, Danielle.
Right on. Yeah, I wanted to start by saying one of GitLab's values is iteration, and with any fast-growing tech company that's changing the way things happen in the world, like GitLab is, there is a lot of change here, and it's something that I've experienced in this year. Whether it be I was doing good in one territory and then moving to another, but what I've noticed is after a few changes, you start to roll with them, and it's like that Bruce Lee quote you've seen, that flow like water, be like water, and that's how I feel like GitLab has helped me be like that, where I'm just ready for anything, and and you feel like you become like a better version of your SDR self through each change. So through the challenges, you just become stronger. So that's something that I've faced here.
For sure.
Yeah, completely agree with Danielle. I also like the way you said, be like water. So in here, change is the only constant. I think this is not unique to the SDR team, but also to everyone in the tech industry. So we need to be ready and keep ourselves informed in new things and its indication to the product and to the market.
Yes, so I do agree as well that change is the only constant, and it's very important for development. For a young team and for a young company, we are doing extremely well, just from my perspective. There can be some improvements in process automation, increasing engagement, more cooperation between us and the account executive. But that's all because these things can always improve. There is, even if we perfected all of these workloads, there is a way to improve them. And luckily for us, as Daniel said, iteration is a value for GitLab, and we are, all of us, have worked in some way or another on improving these things already.
For sure. Yep. I love the attitude too, where it's like, even if it's great, it could be better. You know, I think that that's something I've noticed here for sure. Last question. And I think it's an important one, and what a lot of people watching, I guess, would really like to know. But just what advice would you give to people who are interested in an SDR role here? And so, Danielle, I'll send it to you first.
Sweet. Yeah. Interview. Do it. Take the jump in the cold water. I mean, there's my favorite quote, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, by philosopher Lao Tzu. And I think that's so important, because I can only, I'll maybe have nightmares if I didn't take that first step, like where I am today in my life, in my career, the people I've met, the places I've been to. I'm so thankful that I did interview here, and I just the learnings, the lifestyle changes, and the betterments, and just how I interact with my family from the values I've learned here through more collaborative, getting everyone involved in decision making. Even when I lived at home for a few months, it just was a positive impact. So interview, take the step. If you're adaptable and hungry to learn about a new technology, don't worry about if you don't have the technical know-how. As Katie said, we have wonderful technical resources to help you out. So love to see you here, and just interview.
Love it.
Yeah, and at GitLab, we welcome coffee chats, which is a term that we use to informally put a half hour of time on a colleague's calendar just to get to know them aside from work. And so if you are interviewing here, I would welcome you to coffee chat, or ask Steph contacts that she'd recommend coffee chatting, just to get to know some people at the organization. And I think that you'll find that there's a lot of people here who truly want to influence positive change and want to be a part of something great, and that is very humbling. And it's also, to Danielle's point, very motivating to want to be a part of that and want to interview. So definitely encourage you just to get to know other people at GitLab.
Yes, I also want to add that we have a single source of truth, which is our handbook. And I think it's a life-changing experience to be able to go into a company as a customer, as an employee, as an outsider, just a part of the community, and know every single detail about what's happening in the company. It's amazing for learning and development. It's amazing for our customers. It's amazing for like normal developers just working on GitLab to be able to know the processes that we use. So it's really benefiting everybody. If you are planning to join us, I highly, highly recommend going through our handbook. It's thousands and thousands of pages. However, like for the SDR, we are doing a pretty good job of like having every thing in one place. So you're going to get your way around.
Yeah, we don't expect you to read all 3,000 of those pages.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, to add on to Bourgeois' statement about the handbook and everything, just come visit our website, like check it out, explore it, see what we do, why we are special, where we differentiate, where we are very common to others. We have a very open community, and especially stop by our team page and take a look at the user stories of everybody who works here. We have all our pictures up and everybody tells a little bit about themselves. And just reach out to us, and I'm really looking forward to speaking to you. Like Katie said, maybe over a coffee chat. So just reach out.
Yay. Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for taking the time to have this conversation. I know that the people watching are just loving hearing your point of view. And so if you are watching this and you're interested in learning more about the SDR team or joining us, you can check out a couple links that will be in the video description. And yeah, we look forward to meeting you. So thank you all. You all are lovely. Appreciate your time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.